In the previous session, we had discussed a default constructor, that is simply a constructor without any values. We are assigning some initial values, default values. What is a parameterized constructor? Parameterized constructor is a constructor with parameters. That is a normal definition. What is the need of parameter constructor? The parameterized constructor initializes the data members. What is the meaning of this one? Initialize the data members means assign values to the data members yet object creation at the time of object creation. That is, whenever we are creating an object, through object we can initialize the data members. Again I am explaining. In parameterized constructor, we are initializing the data members. Initialize the data members at the time of object creation. Okay. Consider an example. Then it is very easy. Consider the same example. Class item int quantity comma id public float price. Here you can use public or you can use private also, no problem. Why I am writing public? So simply to differentiate, this is the private, this is public. That means you can use any number of access specifiers. For the differentiation only I am writing private and public. Observe. Now I am writing the constructor item of with some parameters. So what is the parameterized constructor? The constructor is used to initialize the data members. At the time of object creation. That means at the time of object creation, I am passing the values. That values are assigned to initialization means assigning. At the time of object creation, I passed the values. That values are assigned to these data members. So see, int x, int y, float z. Okay, this is the constructor with the parameters. So I am initializing with the values quantity is equal to x, id is equal to y, price is equal to z. Okay, this is the parameterized constructor. Now simple method, void display of cout quantity id price. So close the class. Up to now it is very clear. Simply I am using constructor. Now what about these values? From where these values are comes? Suppose in the previous example, in default constructor, simply I am creating an object, it calls the constructor, and within the definition I am assigning the new values. But here this is a parameterized constructor, you have to pass the values. Consider the simple example of functions in C programming. If you call the function add, simply you have to call add of 2, 3. 2 is passed into first parameter, 3 is passed into second parameter. So in the same fashion, I am creating an object int main item. Observe how to create an object. This is a normal thing. That is, this is an object for default constructor. Suppose if your program contains any parameterized constructor, the default constructor is automatically hidden. You got it? Suppose, again I will explain. Each and every program has a default constructor. Even though it is visible for us, each and every program has a default constructor. If you write the parameterized constructor, then we lost the default constructor. You have any doubt? Observe. Here, what is the default access specifier? Private. But here I am not writing. Even though we are not writing, these two comes under private. Suppose for price, here I am writing public. Whenever you are writing public, then what happens? It overrides private, that is, this becomes public. Similarly, whenever you are writing this one, we lost the default one. So item I, at the time of object creation, we have to pass these three values also. We have to pass these three values also. Item I of 10 to 100.0, you have to pass like this. I dot display. I dot display. You got it? So item I, after object name, you have to write in the parentheses. These parameterized constructors are defined, that is, we can create the objects either implicitly or explicitly. So just now we discussed, we can call the parameterized constructor inside the class and outside the class. That is the parameterized constructor. Now we will move to the next one, the parameterized constructors. That is, we can call the parameterized constructor by using implicitly and explicitly. So first of all, what is the difference? Implicit means at the time of object creation, we call the parameterized constructor without specifying its name. Implicit means without using the name of the constructor. If you call the parameterized constructor, that is called implicit call. So this example is satisfied. Observe, in this, item is the name of the class, I is the object, these are the parameters. In this case, I am not specifying any constructor name, right or wrong? Here I am not using any name of the constructor, that is, without mentioning the name of the constructor, I call the parameterized constructor. This is implicit. Now, what do you mean by explicit? Exactly, with name. We call the parameterized constructor by using its name. Okay, see, I am creating one more object like this. Item I2 is equal to item of 110 to 100.0. If you call like this, these two are right. Both are correct. This is implicit call, this is explicit call. So completely same. In explicit call, this is the constructor. I think you know this one. See, item of with three parameters. And this complete thing is assigned to item 2. I2 of. This is implicit call, this is explicit call. Completely both are right. You can use any of them. That is completely your wish. Okay, thank you.